Hey guys, this is Mallory Aaron, and I am showing you my welding engineer infographic. So the goal for this infographic was just to raise awareness of what a welding engineer is and kind of what they do. I split it up into sections based on their duties or what they do, their schooling, so what it takes to become a welding engineer, and then their salary. So eventually, like what the average salaries are. So let's zoom in here. So this is the top section, the duties. So I use these icons to represent these different sections, and then underneath the little titles is just a little bit more detail about what exactly they do. So if you weren't super interested in reading all about it, you should be able to read these titles and get a good idea of what they do without having to read the in detail stuff. And so that's kind of what my goal was. So the next section is the schooling section. And so I just did kind of like what types of classes they take, like what categories or subjects. And then over here, who offers it. And then here in the center, this is something that's very unique about a welding engineer and welding engineering programs is that only 4 out of the 3,026 colleges and universities actually offer it. So only 4 of them, which are listed over here, and then exactly what degree they have. So the next and last section is the salary section, and everybody likes to know if they're looking into a career, especially if you're in high school or college, just kind of what you'd be looking at, what the industry average is, I guess, for salary. So I did this little graph based on the percentile. So this bottom is people who who are in the 10th percentile make an average of $52,000 a year, and then it goes up through different percentile breakdowns. And then I did some comparisons against the national average of mechanical engineers and their salaries, just to kind of gauge where they're at. So this is my infographic, and I guess some of the biggest challenges I had was making these little paragraphs readable. And the way I fixed that was I dropped the opacity on the background so that it was a lighter background. Also, these icons, I had a hard time at first getting them to feel like they went together, and I solved that problem by applying a 4-point stroke on all of the shapes, and the strokes were a darker shade of the fill color. And then I also used more rounded corners and rounded end points to kind of make them all feel related and like they belong together. So I did the same thing on this guy right here and like all of my rectangles. That was just in an effort to make it feel unified and like it belongs together. So this is my infographic, and thank you for watching.